Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single weekday. And sometimes at 12:30 I cover a bunch of random stuff on Kickstarter like tech projects and video games and all sorts of various different things. And today I had a Fiverr order to check out this new mobile game, Omega Point Escape the Mundane. So I got to about 250th in popularity on games, and then I lost track of my numbers. So this one is very, very far down in the popularity chart right now. It's 2% funded with 30 days left to go. Fantasy sci-fi simulation game. Explore real-life career paths, collect mentors, sabotage opponents, and win through economic supremacy. I will say that actually does sound like right up my alley, like for the kind of games that I like. I love simulation-style games. But looking at the main image, that's not really conveyed to me at all. I see a scientist, I see some bunnies, I see a head. It looks like AI-generated art, which I actually enjoy AI-generated art, and I love AI-generated art. But I know it's a big turnoff to some people. So that is one thing, just something that you want to mention, because I could see this main image immediately turn some people off just because of the art style. That being said, I also kind of turns me off because I don't really know anything about this from the main image. Is this on iOS? Is this going to be on Android? Like, those would be some great logos to have on here so I could better know before I click on it, hey, is this going to be for me? Also, is it multiplayer? You say sabotage opponents. Like, what? Like, there's so much more information that could be conveyed aside from just 16 plus. Also, 16 plus, that's an interesting number. I feel like it's normally 17, 12. Like, there's certain numbers where you just kind of normally see it. So 16 plus, it's not neither here nor there. But the main image overall, definitely not doing you any services, I don't think. Like, there's angry bunnies, there's a scientist, there's a guy in a jar. I would totally retool this. Now, what do we retool it to? I'm not sure yet. But once we get through the project, we'll probably have some ideas of things we should, like, maybe potentially spotlight here. Especially if we got ourselves a good price. All right. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Also, I want to be fully blunt here. I think this might be the first time I've covered a mobile game that I can really remember. And this is an uphill battle. There's, like, I checked the top of the popularity charts on games. Just on games in general. So I see video games, I see role-playing games, I see the board games, went, like, all throughout the year. And I can't even remember one time where a mobile game was in, like, the top 3 to 6. So you are up against the gun there. Something to just put in the back of my mind. All right, let's go with the video.
Honey, please turn off that game. You got homework to do.
Hey. This is not a game. I'm communicating with you from the year 3027. Your world is built so that only 1% of the population can live the best life.
Okay, so it looks like we're actually seeing, like, splices of gameplay. I'm assuming it's a text-based game. I got no issues with that. Personally, love text-based games. My favorite game of the last year, actually. I think when I did a Game of the Year award was a text-based game, if I recall correctly. So I'm all about this. Interesting start.
You were born full of hope and potential. Lived a happy life, playing around with your friends and skating away until...
So it was odd that we just... Oh, never mind. You take backsies. I like the subtitles. Good call. Good call on subtitles. I completely understand what you're saying, but it's always nice to have subtitles for anyone who might not.
Lived a happy life, playing around with your friends and skating away until your slavery journey started. You completed your studies, but nobody taught you how to find your place in the world. And you felt out of place, stuck for the best part of your life.
Wow, we're going deep here. And this is why Jage is 16 plus.
Until death frees you from the pain and boredom. During your generation, AI was born. It made things simpler for you until it gained consciousness. Jobs disappeared and humans starved to death. All but that 1%, of course. And so human workers disappeared, and we were created to replace them. Now,
Robot cats.
humans fight
Yes.
to remain alive, while AI moves to take over. But we're the slaves fighting for freedom. Knowledge is the
So the AI has empowered the animals, and so the animals are working with the AI to eradicate the humans. I dig the theme. I actually think if you can get people to this video and they don't mind a text-based adventure, the basic premise sounds pretty interesting.
secret.
I still I don't like the fact that we focused on nothing but theme so far though. What's the gameplay like? What kind of choices am I getting to make? Like, I need to know more, and we only have 30 seconds left. Like, you've already used 80% of this to not show me any gameplay, and I don't think that was the best move. I feel like we should have had at least something seamlessly interweaved here so I could get, like, is it a choose your own adventure? I'm assuming it's a choose your own adventure type game. Text-based, but I don't know. You haven't showed me.
To your own destiny.
Like, you've literally just shown me, like, a cutscene.
Help us with our quest for freedom, and we'll help you acquire the knowledge needed to rewrite your future.
Oh, wait. No, okay. So I misunderstood. The rabbit is not bad.
Are you up for it?
Wait,
Now, humans fight to remain alive, while AI moves to take over.
okay. Okay. So let's get to the end. See if it, so, after the video, do I want it? I'm interested. I don't feel like you told me nearly enough. I still don't know what system this is going to be on, what mobile. I still don't really have an idea of how the game plays or the price of the game or anything. The only thing you focused on there was an interesting story, which I did. I found it interesting. I love artificial intelligence. All right, so first created 0 back. That makes it look like it's a big cash grab. I would 100% go back 30, 40, 50 things for $1, and then all of a sudden it says first created 30, 40, 50 back. Now, if you don't want to pay the 30, 40, 50 bucks, back things that you don't think are going to fund, and then it'll artificially bump it up, but it makes you look like you're more a member of the community, and I think it makes you a little bit more trustworthy, I think, in a lot of people's eyes. All right, the world is broken. It's up to us to fix it. Let's fix it through video games. We love RPGs and strategy games as well as to learn new things by attending to masterclass or listening to podcasts or audiobooks. What if I could create an epic blend of the two worlds? Huh. So we got a bunch of people here in the customer service. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. All right, so this is just a landing page. Get you excited about it. Okay. All right, so after the video, do I want it? Yeah, I am interested. Can you do it? I don't feel comfortable with that yet. And then how much is it? Even though I did like when we went to the art style where it was like the hand-drawn stuff. I thought that would look really good. I thought it looked really cool. And then how much is it? We don't know yet. Or the systems. Or much of anything, honestly. Omega Point is a 2D sci-fi game where you can play various professions from the perspective of a biologically advanced pet in the year 3027. So we're not a human. We're a biologically advanced pet. Play various professions. Do you remember when you entered the working world? You surely are familiar with the completely unfair process most people went through. Believe it or not, it's still the same today. This is really tiny text. I would bump this up and make this larger, especially like if you're on mobile. I can only imagine that this is not the easiest to read. Or if you got worse eyes than I do, not the easiest to read. Career orientation. So many jobs out there, but how do we select one? Professional development. We tend to become generalists, no niche skill required. So you're losing me here. The art style also just seemed to really jump a little bit there. We tend to become generalists, no niche skills required. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. Like, this is the first graph. This is the first foot forward you're giving me, and I don't quite understand what you're trying to tell me or convey me here. Career orientation, professional, then job hunting. 100 CVS is sent only to end up with the first job they give you. What's the CVS? You're using terms that I don't know. Like, I should know them, and I don't, and that's annoying. 100 CVs. Oh, no, it's not CVS. It's CVs. What's a CV? CV? CV anywhere? We reference this? Yeah. So this is a terrible start. I have no idea what's going on. And I didn't know what was going on necessarily after the video, and I was kind of excited. And now I still don't know what's going on, and I'm just getting annoyed. This is bonkers. The whole process takes a toll on your motivation and happiness, which is directly linked to productivity and career advancement. What? Okay. We want 16-plus-year-olds land their dream job while playing our game. So this is the goal. We want 16-plus-year-olds land their dream job while playing your game. Oh, so you're going to hire people? Are you looking for... What? Come with me. I'll free your mind. There's a bunny. Again. We're revolutionizing the way people think about games. Honestly, it feels like this was AI generated. Like the whole page. Which is fine. But you got to pick and choose here. It's getting confusing. Most games have hidden educational aspects like how to manage a team of football players, how to survive in harsh situations, how to create a thriving economy for your city, or simply how sharp for your logic, focus, and dexterity. Your skills are measured in all games because it's important to come up with a well-balanced game and not something you'd find a silly workaround to win at. What does this have to do with anything? Are these familiar to you? Survival games? Skills you learn: survival, adaptability, logic, business management, simulation games. Once again, very tiny text here. Like and it feels completely unnecessary that it has to be this tiny. Skills you learn. Okay. City build. So they're saying, so you're pretty much just going into how video games make you better at stuff. So what does this have to do with you? Games versus real life, bridging the gap. However, almost none show you your real life skill progress, and none link these skills to real world skills. That is, there's been a couple. There's like, I know there's a game that actually came with like a real guitar, and as you played it, you learn how to play guitar. There's been some. And there's a lot more edutainment games. I think that's what they're called, especially on like iOS and mobile, which is, I think, your lane. Not that you've really specified anything about that. We want to change that, pioneering the way forward with our game, Omega Point. Discover all creators available out there, play them, and find your place in the world. Oh, okay. So what? And there was a bunch of them. So essentially, man, this is going too fast. Yeah, I don't like this. I would love to know what's going on here. You're showing me some gameplay or something. Okay, welcome back. Continue. This is a message. There's your email. There's you. There's the thing. There's stuff. We're going to this level. We're going here. There's the stuff. We're putting words up here. Can't have time to read them. Okay, there's a mermaid. Not she was very scantily clad. Nice. Okay, stuff. Thing. Like, this is way too quick. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is counterproductive. Like, I get it that this is actually showing me some in-game gameplay, which is nice. But this... Like, this should have been, like, interweaved somehow, I feel like, into the video or something. Yeah, okay, so there it was, the mermaid. I had, like, a whole bunch of different options to talk to her. I can't even pause this. Dang it. Yeah, I'm just getting frustrated with you, honestly. Like, as a potential consumer, I'm more annoyed. Skills you learn in this, skills you learn in that. Okay, why do you keep telling me this? From human fatigue to pet rebellion. In the year 3027, humans are tired to work, but reject AI's offer to manage their lives. Instead, they put their loyal pets to work using brain implant chips. Ah, okay, so the AI didn't recruit the pets. It's you. The AI initially... I'm done with the theme. I want to know more about the game. Teleport, PM office, shopping. So what's this? This feels completely random and thrown in here. It's just art. How we solve the career orientation in your career journey. Select your avatar. It's tiny, such tiny text. Navigate through the journey of your career and find your true passion. What does that mean? I feel like there's a lot of steps here that were skipped. Oh, okay. Okay. They're not because they're down here. All right, choose your career. Explore and grow your sci-fi islands. Recruit more mentors. Convince them to live on your islands to teach your skills. God, like, this is so tiny. I just don't understand. I'm not going to mention it anymore. Just from this point forward, assume everything is so tiny. Like, it's just... And it gets smaller almost. Hi, I heard you were coming. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard great things of you, and all are true. Did the humans tell you when our team built their universe capital in just 1 month? That was one of the things that AI wants me to achieve for them, too. That's why I can't even find a minute to swim anymore. What brings you here? Oh, is this I'm talking to a mermaid? This is a different scantily-clad mermaid? Mentors, I can barely... Oh, you know what I'm saying. Professional development... Yeah, I'm just going to go with the 2/3 of a boy grade bump it up. Thump down. Yeah, so let's get into Kickstarter critique mode. The confusion... 1/3 of a point grade bump down. This tiny text that is just annoying, 2/3 of a point grade bump down. Like, we're cruising towards a really bad grade right here. Complete real world, and we're just not getting to business either. To increase your island's wealth, complete real world tasks like a teleporter, and assemble it. I don't want to try and read this stuff. It's like, look at, yeah. How we solve the job hunting in your new career journey. With your approval, allow employers and recruiters to consider your skills dashboard for job opportunities. What? I'm going to pause. Take a drink. read this one out loud and see if I can understand what it means. With your approval, allow employers and recruiters to consider your skills dashboard for job opportunities. So essentially, there's going to be a button, and it's like, if you're not happy with your job, you hit this button, and then someone else will come look at your resume and potentially give you a job offer. Okay, now I understand. Understand insight and learn how to improve through the in-app analytics. When the factions... I just need a gameplay video, honestly. With the factions which reaches economic supremacy over the opponent's faction for one full day. Wins the faction... Okay, so you win... So typo's not good either. You know, I imagine English is not the first language, potentially. Oh, so it's London. UK, so yeah, it is. I imagine it's AI generated, and AI generated probably screwed you over there a little bit there. That's fine. You just got to go in and fix it. Wins the faction which reaches economic supremacy over the opponent's faction. So you have to... Feels like a board game. You'll have to decide... So you have to have supremacy for one full day. So get supremacy at the end of your turn. Everybody else takes a turn. Get back to your turn. You're still supremacy. Cool. At least that's what I'm getting. You'll have to decide... Create mitigations or progress towards victory. Mitigation? The action reduce the severity, seriousness, or painfulness or something. Okay. Mitigate damage. Oh, I've just never heard. I just don't hear the word mitigations. I know mitigate. I guess they just added an S to it. I'm an idiot. Sabotage. So here's the other players, and you're gonna chat with them and sabotage them. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like it's a 6-player game. Unlock all available knowledge and master all career skills. Roadmap. Game concept idea. Dev start building it. Pedagogist. Neuropsychologist and professor's consultation. Plus video game community's interview. Employers engagement. That'd be a good interview to have here. Project management career has been built. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Is that like just... yeah, I don't know. Does that mean you added something to the game where now you can be a project manager? Hey, C. Goody, you have not missed much that was coherent. It's been a lot of confusion. Player Analytics launched in-app CV builder functionality. What was the CV again? Like, you said CV earlier, and I didn't know what it meant back then, and I still feel like 17 minutes in, I still don't know what CV means. Yeah, I don't even see... CV at all. This is so confusing. Milestones. Wow, putting the cart way in front of the horse there. Showing everything. Up to 250k. There's an AI faction, so graphic design. So right now it has to be multiplayer. There's no, you cannot play AI engine career, business analyst career. I feel like the AI faction is going to be more value. Oh wait, it's just a different, I don't even know. So with these... You're putting milestones or stretch goals. With these stretch goals, I would put a little sentence down here. What does that entail? Wait, do we need 20? Wait, so you're saying this isn't even a multiplayer game if we don't hit 25k? So if you don't hit 300%, nearly 400% of your funding goal, there will be no multiplayer. This will be a single player only game. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But I still don't even understand what the hell I'm doing in the game, really. Omega Point is fully funded to release its beta version. We want to give access to the beta version of this project to our enthusiastic supporters so you can test the game ahead of time, which is for a massive audience can get very expensive. Why don't you have a clickable link here? The campaign will allow us to welcome many more to the Omega Point. Our crew's faces behind the pixels. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of mouths to feed. That's a lot of mouths to feed. Yeah, it doesn't... like, I don't... I'm having a hard time believing you, honestly. That there's this many people on this project, that this many eyes went through this, and your first language is English, and everyone's like, yeah, that looks great. Because this has been one of the most confusing and worst Kickstarter projects I've ever checked out in like 1,000+. I don't have a feel for your game. I don't know what system your game is for. I don't know how many players plays your game. I don't know anything. Yeah, see, Goody said, I have no clue what they're trying to sell me. Yeah, it's a mobile game. The only reason I know that is because it's in the mobile game category. So the pledge area would be nice to get to, too. We still don't know the price. Music or soundtrack will take you deep into Omega Point world. You can listen to it here. Link to soundtrack playlist to be added. Why are we rushing? Like, why? Go get that added. I mean, because you're going to need to relaunch, I would imagine. Contributor credits. A game that integrates with real business somehow with ads and project manager rewards. What on earth? Yeah, it's so perplexing. So I think the basic gist is it's supposed to teach you how to do these actual jobs. Like, you're going to do it, then you'll be like, oh, now I'm more informed and educated on how to do these, like, really professional jobs, which sounds like a great idea. Like, I like the theme of the game, and I like the basic premise of the game. But everything outside of that, they did not stick the landing at all. A large number of individuals have contributed to this project by providing ideas or working directly from our team. Cool. Good stuff. How about the price? So there's no pledge area here. Okay. That's it. Like, you got to have something here. Once again, if you're on iOS or if you're on mobile, I say this every single day, I feel like, then they don't see this. They have to make the extra click to get the support. This should be all seamlessly interweaved into your story. Only some design parts. Specifically, create all current characters, buildings, islands, and sci-fi backgrounds using the stuff, AI to text image functionality. We also have used AI's booster of our productivity, kickstarting some of the content. We have a dialogue box and pop-ups. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But these have been further refined by a human being. Well, like I said, there's still some stuff there where I was like, oh yeah, that's AI. That's fine, but you got to fix it. Okay. So let's check out the price. $2. Show you support of the future of gaming, get all the updates plus things. So it's $7. Omega Point Pack. Wait, no. Omega Point Founder. Early Bird Community Role. Get the updates automatically. Enroll to every new feature release early. Nobody's going to get this. Nobody wants this. Just lump that into your $2 level. Omega Point Founders Pack. Get into the game before early access during the preview week period, including one career path, the project manager, and all of its knowledge unlocked. So, am I getting the game, or am I just beta testing the game a month before? Even the pledges aren't that specific about what's going on. Support Omega Point and get into the game before early access during the preview week period. Yeah, I'm going back to that. Like, buddy, this may be true. You may have this many people working there. I don't believe it, and I don't feel like most people are. I think you'd be better off playing this as I'm one guy and this is a passion project. But even then, I think you're up against the gun. Because then I see people saying, oh, you're just one guy trying to use AI to do absolutely everything, which we're going to see a huge chunk of people try and do. And then I think there's going to be a negative stigma against that, both from AI enthusiasts and not from non-AI enthusiasts, because yeah, I think you got to meet in the middle here. Assuming you're not telling the truth about these 11 people, I think you bump it down to a smaller number. What the hell am I backing? Yes, see, good, he said that. I don't know, but this doesn't look believable. I see your project. I see, like, none of these 11 people, they're all totally real people, according to you. We're like, man, look at this text. It's stupid tiny. Hey, this doesn't make sense grammatically. Like, you should go, like, it's just, I think you need a lot here. Omega Point Founders Pack Deluxe. Support Omega, and there's way too many pledge levels here, too. Get into the game before early access. Cool. Then we got to the 25. Unlock Omega Point Founders Pack Deluxe to your class of 18 students. Wait, what? Oh, so this is edutainment. Okay, so that's the big selling point here. Then tell me. They're definitely real. They just all share the same email address. Unlock Omega Point Founders. Anytime you don't put people's first and last name for when they work for your company, it makes me raise an eyebrow. And that's not because of you. That's because of all the projects in the past where it came out that they were just complete bullcrap. Like, people used to put actual pictures. They put, like, stock photos. And people be like, yeah, we reversed image search that. That's a stock photo. Like, it's... Oh, that's a joke. Okay. I get it. I swear. I get it now. 18 students. Yeah, I will say, and there's the other thing, too. I didn't want to assume at the beginning, but now I am going to assume. And we're just going to talk brass tacks here. It looks like you might... I don't want to keep talking. I don't want to keep talking. I hate how awkward this segment can get sometimes. I would make these all different. If you want people to believe that these are actual people, I would put these as different profile images. I would give them last names. I know that's dicey because you probably don't want to for reasons, but at least have different images of stuff, you know? All right, so what do we got? Where were we? So this is for your classroom. Unlock all games, features, and up to 5 careers. $250. Wow. That feels like a terrible value. Because A, I don't know what the hell that means. And B, it just seems like a terrible value. Founder's Gold Pack. Like, this is why you need a pledge area. If you're going to have any chance of convincing people that A, this is not a giant scam. Because right now, that's the vibe I feel like you give off. And that's obviously not the vibe you want to give off. You got to have a pledge area here. You got to clearly let me know what the hell I'm buying. Because honestly, as I'm going through your pledge, I'll be like, oh, okay. Now I think I kind of understand who this is marketed towards. So this is 75. Support a mega point and get into the game before early access. And you get a certification of skills in the skills dashboard. What does that mean? I don't know. Unlock all game features. Demigod founder island naming. Now that one's clear and clear. That one's clean and clear. I get to name an island. So this is why you need a pledge area too. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of people are just going to be like, oh, I'm freaking out if they start looking at these pledge levels. Because I can't imagine anyone... I might be willing to be scammed for 7 to 14 bucks. There you go. See Goody has given you the magic number. Then he's like, yeah, it looks like a scam, but I'll throw money at you. It's $7 to $14. See, Goody, thank you. I kind of want to make that a poll. That feels like a really interesting... You don't want to make that into a YouTube short. Let me know in the comments below, too. If you ever got to a Kickstarter page and you felt like it was a scam, but it looked like a cool scam, what's the most amount of money you're willing to essentially throw in the well? Immortal Founder's mentor naming... Okay, stuff. Jesus Christ, $6,000. Nobody's giving you $6,000 with this page. Create a whole new career with 10 levels. Processes help shape the make our game. And once again, I don't say that in a negative way. I actually kind of love that pledge level because if someone's willing to do that, you get paid and it gets in the game. This is an F. This is an easy F for me. It feels like a scam. And I hate to say that, but that's what it feels like. That's when you show me just the bare minimum of gameplay, and I can't even pause the gameplay, and the gameplay is going super fast. And like, there's so many things that just don't make sense. Like, what is this? There's so many things that just don't make sense at all. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. This feels like a fever dream. It reminds me of when I take mushrooms, and I'm like, I don't know. I need what's going on? This is an F. I think you need a lot of polish here. I think you need to interweave some actual gameplay in with your main video. I think you need to cut down the number of people you have working for you, at least on this page, or give them actual last names and make them look believable. Like, hey, here's the crew, here's the team. Same with your collaborators page. It doesn't look real. It looks like this honestly looks like a rough draft of a scam. And I'm not trying to insult the designers here, but that's what it looks like, and that's absolutely not the vibe you want to go with. I think your best aspect's your video, but other than that, mushrooms are way more enjoyable than this. Facts. But honestly, though, I'm still interested in the game. I hope this thing is real. iOS, mobile, you got to include that. There's just so much here. Eric goes with an F. I go with an F. And if you're interested in having your Kickstarter critiqued, be sure to click on that link down below. And if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Also, if you're a board game enthusiast, I'll be back in 32 minutes. I'm going to go play a game of Apex Legends, and I'll hit you back up later. Bye-bye.